So there are three types of version control mainly. The first one is a local, the second one is centralized, and the last one is distributed. Let's try to understand these three types of version control together. And let's see first that what does local version control mean. Now, the local version control basically means that you are keeping all your code, all your report, or whatever it is, whether it's your database related code, whether it's your data itself, whether it's your CSS, HTML, front end code, back end code, anything, you are keeping it in your local computer, that is in your local machine on which you are working. In that, when you are keeping the code in your local machine, so the problem is that when multiple people are working on the same project, so you cannot like they cannot access your code. Okay, they cannot access your code. There should be some particular way through which you are going to send them that code, and through which they also have to request you every time to okay, share me this code or share me this version, or if they are making some change and you are making some changes, you have to manually merge all the code. So the solution came for this to resolve this kind of issue was centralized version control. Now, with the centralized version control, what happened that there was a central server, there was a central repository which has been placed, and you as a developer are storing all your code or keeping all your codes in the central server. Now, all your version files, now you are storing it as the version 1, version 2, 3, so on in this central server, and this will be managed by this in this central servers. Now you can easily check in here and get your code, pull your code, and check out here or push your code back to the central servers. But again, there is a issue. The issue is that if this central server goes down, then your code repository is the whole system is gone down. Then your code is not available to you, and if you want to push or pull it, you will not able to pull it or push it. For that, we came up with a solution which is known as a distributed version control. Now, with the help of this, what happened that there is a remote server which is located somewhere else. You can say on a cloud or something also. It is located or mostly on the cloud. And as it is on the cloud, so the chances of the downtime are very, very less. Okay. Chances of a downtime are very, very less. With help of this remote server, again, you are following the same process which you are doing. It's again acting as a this, but your code is distributed among each and every version or each and every people, means from a local repository you are accessing via your remote repository. Again, if you want to push your code, again can able to push it here, and this remote server will have all the changes and uploaded here with the version control. If by any chance it will be there, then uh, so they what the why it is distributed, because they try to maintain the copy of these codes or copy of the snap server in a they basically schedule it in a HA environment, that is high availability environment. That is one will be your prod, one will be your remote server, other can be your disaster servers, and you can easily get the things from others also. That will be it is all responsibility of that remote server. But you can always restore your code without facing any downtime. This distributed version control the brought a tool named as Git. So Git is basically a tool which works on a distributed source control or distributed version control system, and it can scale up accordingly on its own, whatever the size and things you are going to store, how many repositories you are going to create. The best part is that it is open source. You don't require any license or something to download it. It is a free of cost, and it is mainly developed and useful for mostly for the Linux operating systems. However, it's not that you cannot use it on a Mac or Windows. You can use it on Mac and Windows too. But it was developed as at that point of time for the intention of Linux purpose. However, further it is being aligned with the Windows and the others operating systems. And it is a very fast. It has a large open source community, very active community, and you can get your answers immediately.